All right, so today we're diving into something a little different.
Oh.
Yeah, it's still serious.
Yeah, okay.
But also kind of funny.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we've got this document titled floodsfunny.pdf.
Floods.
Yeah, and it's all about, floods.
Okay.
But it uses humor to, get the point across.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, so let's see what we can learn from this unusual take on flooding.
Sounds like a fun challenge.
Right. So, first off, we all know flooding is like a huge deal, right?
Absolutely. It causes so much damage.
Yeah, it's no joke.
Definitely not.
But this document, it starts off by suggesting we might all be commuting by kayak someday.
Commuting by kayak.
Can you imagine?
Well, I guess with rising sea levels,
Yeah.
it's not totally out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, and everyone paddling to work in their suits and ties.
That's a fun image.
I know, right?
Yeah,
But it makes you think
it does.
about how climate change is going to impact our lives in ways we might not even expect.
Absolutely. We might not need webbed feet anytime soon.
What feet?
But the idea of a kayak commute does highlight, the very real threat of rising sea levels and increased rainfall.
Exactly. In the document, it doesn't just stop at commuting.
Yeah.
It also talks about how deforestation and urbanization contribute to flooding.
Right, because trees absorb rainwater.
Yeah, they're like, hey, remember those trees we keep cutting down?
Yeah.
Yeah, they helps with all that rainwater.
It's true. Removing natural vegetation really disrupts the water cycle.
And then when you add all the concrete in cities,
Where does the water go?
exactly, it's like a recipe for disaster.
Definitely.
So this floodsfunny.pdf,
Right.
it's more than just jokes.
Right.
It's making us think about, our choices and how they impact the environment.
It's using humor to deliver a serious message.
Exactly. And here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Amidst all the humor, there's this message about human resilience.
Resilience.
Yeah, it talks about how we've survived Ice Age's plagues.
Oh, right. Humans have always adapted.
Yeah, and it even throws in surviving pineapple on pizza for laughs.
Okay, that's a good one.
Right.
It reminds us that we're capable of overcoming challenges.
Exactly, take the Netherlands.
They've been dealing with floods for centuries.
And they've come up with some amazing solutions.
Flood-resistant architecture, early warning systems.
Yeah, so maybe the webbed feet joke isn't so far-fetched.
Well, not literally.
Right, but figuratively.
We're finding ways to adapt.
And it's not just technology, either.
Right. It's also about changing our behavior.
Being mindful of water usage, or supporting sustainable urban planning.
Absolutely.
Which brings us to the source's message about environmental responsibility.
Right. It's a call to action.
Yeah, it's like a reminder that we all have a role to play.
In preventing or at least mitigating the impacts of flooding.
Exactly. And it's not just about individual choices.
It's also about advocating for policies that protect the environment.
So we started with this document full of jokes about kayaking to work.
And webbed feet.
And somehow we ended up talking about some pretty complex issues.
The power of humor.
Right. It's like they tricked us into learning something.
Sometimes humor is the best way to engage with serious topics.
Well said. And it makes you wonder, what other serious topics could benefit from a little humor?
Oh.
Yeah, maybe we could tackle climate change with a stand-up routine or deforestation through a satirical play.
Interesting ideas.
Yeah, just something to think about as we wrap up this deep dive.
I like it.
Thanks for joining me on this slightly unusual deep dive.
Anytime.
Until next time, folks, stay curious and stay dry.
And remember, no pineapple on pizza.
Hey, I like pineapple on pizza.
We'll save that debate for another deep dive.
Sounds good.
See ya.
Yeah.